Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I can't believe I'm fucking saying that. God damn it, it has been, 15 months since the last stream? Biggest gap in between streams, I gotta say. I'll get into it once we actually boot up the game, for those of you who haven't, heard what happened. Because I have talked about it in previous streams that were, completely unrelated. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump straight into this, shall we? And let me log in. That would be smart. Yeah, anti-DDoS stuff. God, any day now, game. Fuck. Usually I just skip this bit when we do these streams, but I have a bit. I have a bit I want to do. There we go. Oh, that was one hell of a nap. How long was I out? June? Jeez, we haven't streamed this in 3 months. Wow. What do you mean 2026? So yeah, it is straight up been, 15 months since the last one of these streams? Not my fault. Legitimately not my fault. Let me tell you what happened. So the reason why we haven't streamed in so long is because my account got hit with a very strange glitch. So, I was getting ready to stream this back in, fucking March of last year, I think it was. And, I set up the stream, I boot up the game, I go to log in, and it says, can't log in due to the account not being, not having an active sub. That's strange. I have an active sub. How come it's not letting me in? So, I double checked my account, and lo and behold, yes, I was still subscribed. But, yeah, it just wouldn't let me in. So, I contacted support, asked them what the hell was going on. Can't remember what was going on with support at the time, but they were gone for a week, so I didn't get a response back till the next week. When I eventually did get a response, they're like, okay, yeah, this shit's weird, let us fix this for you. They fixed the problem, easy as, right? Log into the game, everything worked. Fast forward the next couple of days to when I was, next scheduled to stream the game. I set up the stream, boot up the game, go to log in. The glitch is back! I can't log into the fucking game. That sucks. That fucking sucks. So I had to go back to support, ask them, hey, it happened again, can you fix it? They fixed it. Once again, log in, test if they actually did fix it. They did fix it. Fast forward another week, same fucking thing happened. This repeated for an entire fucking month. So after a while, I just said, fuck it, and unsubbed. So that's what happened. Was it a smart decision to completely just stop my most successful playthrough on this channel and just completely stagnate for a year and a half? No. No, it fucking wasn't. But it made me feel better about the situation. But that begs the question, why the fuck am I back? Well, some of you may know that I work for switchboot.com as a writer, reviewer, fucking voiceover artist. Shameless self-plug, a new video just came out the other day. I talk about the development of Super Mario Odyssey and Mario nipples. But, yeah, some of you may already know where this is going if you actually play Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 port is coming. Meaning I now have to play this fucking game for work. Great. So over the weekend, I got myself reacquainted with how all this game works. I had to redo, like, everything. Like, all my hotbars, crossbars, as they're called, since I play with, not mouse and keyboard, fucking controller. I had to, like, redo all of my gear sets. Literally everything. It was a pain in the ass. But I did go through and do Hawk Manor on, like, each one of my jobs just to get reacquainted with, like, the controls and all that. So we're kind of higher level than what we need to be right now. But that's a good thing. That means I'm not going to get, like, you know, hard stuck by progress. It's like, hey, you're not high enough level, go do a dungeon. So, yeah. So yeah, we're just going to continue off as if nothing ever fucking happened. Also, I'm playing this on PC instead of my PS5 like I used to. Because, you know, all the shit that's been happening with Sony and all of that crap. I refuse to use my PlayStation anymore. The downside is load times are really fucking long now. Alright, so I need to go to this place. Where the hell is this? Am I attuned to... Yeah, I'm attuned to this. God, load times really are long. Fuck me. Alright, so... Where is my shit? What am I looking for? God, I gotta remember everything. Where was my quests and shit? Would it be in journal? No. Not duty finder, not in logs, not in travel. Adventure. Oh, that's not it. That is definitely not it. Can't remember where any of my shit is. Ah, fuck it. Right, it's fucking triangle is the jump in this game. Like this fucking Bethesda game. Oh, no, right. Oh, I gotta turn off the fucking Chocobo theme. How do I do that? How do I do that? Mount guide, subcommand. Is that a... No. How do I turn this shit off? Is it in system configuration? Let's see. Effects, equalizer, it's not here. Oh, wait, play music when mounted. There we go, turn that off. Oh god, that was gonna drive me nuts. Where's that on here? God, I having to get... Like, I have to remind myself how all of this shit works. After not playing for 15 months is gonna be rough, dude. But, like, I will say, as I was, you know, like, getting used to the controls again over the weekend in preparation for this stream, God, it feels good to play an MMO again. It's like, I haven't even played Warcraft for, like, forever. Why are you guys level 45? I don't like that. It's like, I did enjoy my time with The War Within. It's like, fuck, I even streamed, like, the base fucking patch for that. Actually, I think I need to go around if I remember correctly. God, that is so loud. But yeah, like, I really thought that The War Within was going to be, like, really fun. Then, like, the next patch came in after that. And, like, it was like, my dream patch. It's a patch all about, like, Goblin Society, and it adds, like, kart racing to mounts. Like, oh, fuck me, that's gonna be so cool. Then it ended up being one of the most boring pieces of shit ever. It's like, how? How the fuck did you ruin that? Why would you make an entire patch all about, like, Goblin Society be about fucking, what is it, like the goblins learning about OSHA regulations? Like, bruh. So yeah, like, I legit haven't played, like, any kind of MMO since, and I have, like, no interest in, getting back into, like, WoW, like, at all. So, like, it really did feel like there was just this hole missing. Okay, now I legitimately do not remember where we were in the plot, because the last thing we did was become a ninja. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain the Admantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed that his strength... Right, he's rolling his R's, I'm assuming. I can't roll my R's. Would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my strength, instead of challenging my predecessors before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that, that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. Oh, okay. The Children of the Sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies the Amaljar encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and guile. To even face this Amaljar in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw and to defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice. Only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You'll have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. Alright. I do still play this game, just mostly alone now, yeah. A lot of people I know just play this for, like, just the social aspect, really. They don't actually, like, do dungeons or raids or whatever. It's just to hang out. Like, personally, I'm a, like, very goal-oriented person when it comes to these kinds of games, so, like, the idea of treating an MMO like it's, like, VR chat, it just seems really weird to me, but hey, to each their own. Alright, stick the spear in here. And wait for the dude. Too bad you can't be on my server. I'd have someone to play with who wasn't interested in being a character and actually wanted to achieve stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy roleplay as much as the next guy. I play D&D. But, like, I don't know, MMOs is, like, they're video games, first and foremost, in my eyes. Also, I gotta turn down the goddamn audio. That is so loud. 69, nice. Let me hit a play. You fucking... Thank you. Same, Hermanus Toad. Yeah, like... Of course he is. Oh, hey, multi-boxer. Like, Herman's the last person I expect to actually want to, like, roleplay and shit. If anything, I'd be surprised if he'd be into that. Here's your pearl necklace, you weirdo. It is a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I should tell you of the ingredient you seek. Okay, cool. Alright, level 34. So I believe Ninja was still 33? Yeah, okay. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. No point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Wellwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Wellwick worms are far few in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch a quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I'll mark it upon your map, along with the location where Wellwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Don't tell me I have to fish. I better not, that would suck. I'm one of the few people that just cannot stand fishing in video games. Oh, like sandfish. Okay, I get it. Can't just naturally assume everything works the way it does in the real world. This is a fucking Final Fantasy game after all. Oh, hello, sir. Here's the thing for you. There you go. I'm assuming someone else was just here doing the same quest if another one of these dudes spawned. Did that not count? Alright. Do it again. Yeah, okay. And I really did forget how comfy it is to play MMOs. I really did miss this. Well, I got the meat. Skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Jackson. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to... Weisket? I'm assuming that's how that's meant to be pronounced. Probably not. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know naught of its location. For the nonce you should, for the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Weisket's counsel. But hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Alright, dude, sure. Alright, ninja leveled up. Do I have any other classes that are level 33? Sorry, jobs? 34, 34, 35, 34. Okay, back to warrior then. The captain was always fond of his brand wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his right to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Aye, Weiscat was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Jackson. Alright, give the dude some wine. On the map. There we go. Right, now I remember why your name was so weird. These guys all have, like, Welsh names, right? That's why I can never fucking pronounce them? Well met, Jackson. Lantinil and Uod-Nun both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? I got you some wine. Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Nun personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Oldenard this time to obtain it. Alright, good. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Fall Docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. Okie dokie. Up this way. Yeah, I kinda assumed you'd be a Lalafell with a name like that. What's the hurry, Venturer? Yeah? Something happened over at the Gobby settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Alright, yeah? Yeah, ferry skipper. 40 bucks? Jeez. Fucking gold digger. Oh, Tsubame, hey, been a while. Been a casual 15 months. Don't worry, I'll be back for my next quest soon. Tongue flaps of Westcat be reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplander has come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chased Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander, give safely to Longstop with much hand-lending. Oh, is this a fucking... Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was this far away from a new dungeon. Alright. People have been waiting 15 months for me to get to this dungeon, I'm assuming. Oh boy. Sorry, guys. Ooh, a dragon. Oh, good thing I happen to needed to level up Warrior for this. I don't know, I really enjoy tanking in this game. I don't know why. Like, when I played WoW, I was like a hard DPS man. But like in this, I will happily play a tank. Gobi Flock in danger. Uplanders take gate key. Open head gate. Alright, cool. Thanks. God, there's too much foliage here. It's a little hard to, like, see, and hard to get a good camera angle of what's going on. Alright, first boss of the dungeon. How does this one work? Alright, so it hits me with poison. Yeah, that's fine. Ads are dead. Is that just like the main gimmick? Just poison and ads? Poison, ads, and a cone breath. Yeah, okay, spawning more ads. Not much of a mechanic, but hey, it's more mechanics than a lot of the other dungeons I've done so far. Like, I think Hawk Manor is the only one that actually had mechanics I needed to, like, pay attention to so far. Easy fight. Also, I looked at my, what is it? There we go. System configuration. Yeah, I looked at my, my waveforms over on, OBS, and the game is still a tad too loud. I thought the magic number would be 69. I thought it would be funny, but no. Ooh, great sword. Alright, I'm not going to be able to play a Dark Knight for a long-ass time, but oh well. Gotta wait another fucking, what is it, 20 levels for it? Oh well, at least I have some gear prepared. get the mouse off the screen. You need to go this way. Nope, that's a dead end. Ah, here we go. Next boss. The Inferno Drake. Okay, what are your mechanics? Oh, you also spawn ads. Oh, okay. Actual mechanics. I gotta protect this fucking dude. Well, so far that's the most interesting mechanic we've seen. Just a random ass NPC running in. Gotta protect him. Can you fucking... yeah, over here. Quit attacking him, asshole. Quit taking aggro from me, you piece of shit. There we go. Battle Mage's hat. Get out of the AoE. You guys aggro that thing over there. Bruh. Alright, let me guess. All of these dudes are... Yep. They're all going to aggro. Alright, little salamander guy. What do you do, Mr. Hellbender? Alright, AoE. You have a cone. Oh, what's the bubble do? Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, yo, shout out to that bubble. It came out. Happy Pride. Alright, so gimmick established. It traps my dudes in bubbles. Oh shit, dragon out of nowhere. Alright, new boss. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Alright, so what do you do? Alright, big line breath, yep. And you just fuck off? Is that it? That's it, okay. Well, that was interesting. I love this early game tanking. Spam overpower, win. Eventually I'll get my AoE rotation, right? Right? Ooh, cool cave. Dragon sleep. Am I back? Oh boy. The second that cutscene loaded up, I just got hit with a fucking power surge. Oh my god. The world does not want me coming back to Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go back and see what I missed. I'm assuming it's just, hey, this thing just drops down, does a big scream. Ooh, a tank buster. Hello. Anyway, what the fuck do you do? Toxic vomit. Ew. Oh, the vomit explodes. Okay, actual mechanics. And by the looks of it, he only has like the one mechanic though. Like, pretty easy to deal with, but I'm sure that like new players, like new to MMO players, would have trouble with something like this. Yeah, this was a piss easy boss. Come on. Get down. Easy peasy. The dragon has been defeated. Now where's the princess I get to fuck? Alright, a few things. Come on, game, you can do it. There we go. Oh, I ended up level 37 from that. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gobbyfolk. Flighty Beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brave Flox happy gives tasty fresh gobby treats to clever uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet gobby treat. Special make with secret gobby arts. No party complete with gobby gouda. Brave Flox every say. Man, I'm surprised I'm not having nearly as hard enough time, like, reading goblin speak as I used to. Well, we'll go hand this in, then we'll do our next warrior quest, I suppose. Man, in these larger areas, even when you're on your chocobo, it still feels like you're going too slow. Oh, leave me alone. I gather you solved Brave Flox's little problem? I sure did. You can smell the cheese, can't you? By the gods, that unholy stench. This is, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. How's it made? It's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Ugh. Alright, I'd rather not know about what that is. Bravo, Jacksack. Thanks to you, our guest shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally expensive aperitif? Never heard of that word before. Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani. Another fucking Lalafell, great. Former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip, he'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. But I gave you other wine before. While you're there, give Shamani Lomani my regards. Alright, but first, I'm gonna be doing my warrior quest. Oh right, yeah, it's just right up here, isn't it? Leave me alone. Man, I just had a thought. I'm gonna have to edit, like, both these halves of the stream together into one thing, and that's gonna take all fucking day to render. Ugh. Oh my god, I forgot your name was Curious Gorge. Welcome back, my friend. I can see that you've not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be much more demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, it hasn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favor. and it's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody fairy. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I know how you feel. I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorizing small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike anything they've ever seen. Unfortunately, the time I've spent in pursuit of the beast is time I have not spent studying the chronicles. I'm sorry to say I've made little progress. However, while on the road, I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armor forged by my ancestors in the flames of the Seven Hells, and inscribed with the same arcane incantations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armor was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces of Abelarthi's highest peak. Okay, there we go. Since that day, the armor has remained lost, and with it, the power that it harbors. As far as I can make out, the next passage in the Chronicles concerns the whereabouts of these missing artifacts. Though I've only been able to make sense of the odd word thus far, still, I must confess to some excitement. Imagine what a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here. We could decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armor. I'd have liked you to meet him, if only so that you could have looked upon a true warrior. Well, perhaps you still shall. Eorzea is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine, such is the will of the spinner. It may be that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine, but I've rambled long enough. You're here to take your next step in training. Yeah, about fucking time. In the southern reaches of Thanalan is the Sigoli Desert. I was just there. A godforsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see. It is here that the Leviathan of the Dunes lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing this mammoth creature, you will soon realize that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill-suited to the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tall order in itself. The Ul tribe, the U tribe, okay, that inhabits Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements of the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I'd wager they could set you in the right direction. Okay. To the Forgotten Springs. Come on, game. Any day now. The Leviathan of the Dunes? Saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago, preying on a group of merchants south of Bayagot Strike. The smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they could say they died rich. Well, sucks to be them. I've seen the beast. Stands 3 moms high, he does, and stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Shut up in my hunting field some years ago. It's been swallowing up my would-be prey in that gaping maw of his ever since. Alright, the dude's big, I get it. Sandworms are particularly sensitive to vibrations in the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, I suggest you search for their tracks. Then run about making as much of a clamor as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. I get it, it's a Dune reference. Yo, Final Fantasy XIV's a Dune-like. Why am I sprinting when I could just have my fucking chocobo? What am I doing? But you really gotta go all the way out in this desert, huh? Alright, so somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm assuming this is where those merchants died. I'm gonna sprint around for a little bit. There we go. It took it a while. Sorry, Curious Gorge, but that was fucking piss easy. No, leave me alone. Ah, Jaxic, your crystal grows even stronger. In felling the raging sandworm, the beast within you slowly but surely rouses to oh my god, dyslexia plays full wakefulness. Fuck it, I'll just restart it. Ah, Jaxic, your crystal grows ever stronger. In felling the raging sandworm, the beast within you slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When next you do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you have mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts. So what do I get? Inner Beast. Deliver an attack with potency of 330. Beast. Oh, the Beast Gauge. Ooh, I gotta move that. Ooh, and I learned Vengeance as well. Yep, do attacks, fill up the beast gauge. Use it to do other moves. Alright, what was the other thing that I got? Vengeance. Of course, I have shit in the way of my TV. I really need to, like, clean up around here. Reduces damage taken by 30%, delivers an attack with potency of 55 every time you suffer physical damage. Oh. First, though, let's mess around with this. Get this out the way. Did I? Yeah, I did bump this up because I thought it was too small. That's better. Save. Move Vengeance over here, since it's a defensive cooldown. Alright, Warrior's good. Ninja's at level 34. Okay, so we'll be doing this next. Alright, let's continue on with the next quest. Let's get some wine. Sweat, grime, and blood. Aye, you reek of blood. Adventurer, unless I'm mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? Here. I need some wine. An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster? The paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. There is also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigaruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Dearest Whites, there we go, and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Perhaps you're confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. You're blind. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Yes, give me the goddamn wine. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. But you grow impatient. And a wise cat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Beer Glant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to the request. But given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. God, I really can't pronounce any of these fucking names. Oh, you're the dude I need to talk to. Why do you have a Hitler moustache? What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. A neophyte Vinter bids you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you a Gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight! Can I have the urine, though? Might trick some people. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say I'm surprised. Well, there's no denying his passion and skill. The wine baron of Limsa Laminza is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. Alright, well, thanks for the experience. I did literally nothing except talk to a dude in the next door over. There's a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were brought right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. Bro, it's just a drink. But as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince that guy whose name I can't pronounce to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vineyards tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Bro, I have 200 grand. I am not giving them my money. Not in here. This is the wrong building. Okay, maybe it's higher up on the thing. Is it up here? Like up and around? Oh, okay. Yeah. There's a second option I just didn't notice. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. Never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Ah, over here. Okay. No wonder I couldn't fucking find you. Bacchus wine. Don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. So I'm guessing that's a no. Again, may I remind you, we are getting wine for a party which we have already given wine to. No luck, hmm? Most regrettable. But we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a Vinter. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Orgomero, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience. Even in my condition, it helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. And what is this? Oh, okay, high potions. Sure, I'll take the high potion of strength. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the Company of Heroes. After everything the Captain has done for me, I couldn't bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dress took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I'm still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I'm pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation. I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, So perhaps I'm not even going to attempt to fucking pronounce that. I can tell you where to find him. Why the fuck do they think having characters with Welsh names would be a good idea to just stick in the beginning of this fucking game? It's absolute incomprehensible. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave him well enough alone. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the 7th string. Alright. I'll be back in a bit, Subame. I'm almost level 35. Quite a trek to this fucking hermit's place. Oh, speak of the devil. Do you mind, sir? Excuse me, just breaking in. Is he still... Okay, good. What? What do you want? Here's some wine. Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Ugh. There we go, level 35. Those frogs are the bane of my existence. This is Sprout. Oh yeah, I bet. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges. The what? The buzzing. It keeps me awake. I'm not... I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midgets go away. Are we killing midgets? Alright, sir, I'll do that in a second. I gotta go be a better ninja first. Can you fuck off? Hey, Subame, I told you I'd be here soon. Jaxic, I didn't even hear your footsteps as you approached. Yeah, because you were hearing my chocobo's footsteps. Oboro's been waiting your return. Please enter. Alright, let me in, bitch. Have you punched La Habrea in the dick yet? No. They don't even know who that is yet. Ah, Jaxic. It is clear from the manner in which you carry yourself that you have been most diligent in your training. Yeah, sure. I say, as the last time we spoke was a year and a half ago. But you're not the only one who has mastered the technique imparted to you. Behold my Eorzean bow, perfect in balance and form. Now it is time for your next lesson. Watch carefully my hands, Jaxic. With this mudra, the shinobi can summon the energies of the earth, chi, in our tongue. Etch its form in your mind and I shall show you how to employ it in battle. Chi! Okay, I believe I put chi here. Chi, or Earth, marks the second mudra that you have learned. With this, you are ready to begin the next phase of your training. It is through the combination of mudra that you will find new techniques. The first technique would impart to you is Rayton, lightning release. When heaven joins with earth, lightning will flash and thunder will roll. In other words, from the mudra 10 followed by chi, channel that energy forwards and bolts of lightning will surge from your hands to strike your foe. As this is more formidable technique than the Fuma Shuriken you have wielded thus far, I have taken care to reinforce the Mokujin outside the storehouse. Strike it with Rayton and I shall observe. Yo, Mokujin from Tekken. Okay, so 10 chi. Wacha! Very well. Now recall what I said during our first lesson. The techniques at your disposal are created not merely by which mudra you form, but also the order in which you combine them. When earth joins with heaven, the skies will rain fire and ash. In other words, from the mudra chi followed by 10, and channel those energies forward. The searing hell's fire will engulf your foes. But be forewarned, these techniques require considerable exertion of your spirit. After performing one, you will observe that some time is required before your mind settles, and you are able to wield another. Now demonstrate Katon for me on the Mokujin. Okay, so chi, 10. Whoppa! Ooh, okay, big AoE, that's cool. Splendid. Your grasp on fundamental mudra combinations is firm, but knowing the how of the technique is only the beginning. You must also understand when to employ it. Chunin is our word for a shinobi who has attained full mastery of 2 mudra techniques. In our tradition, when a student is deemed by his master to show such potential, he is led to a waterfall outside the village to conduct intense training. I cannot take you to Doma, of course, but my maps tell me of a place in Upper Lenoskia that should suffice. Fool Falls. The name is less than auspicious, but it will have to do. Meet me there and we shall proceed. Alright, so we go this way. Is this where I needed to be for the thing? Or you know what? There's a whole bunch of these, like, midge swarms here. I'll deal with this now and, you know, just continue on later. you guys leave me alone? I'm trying to kill bugs. God. I'm getting actually swarmed by bugs. I killed all the things I need. Leave me alone. Okay, yeah, the dude's house is right there. I just went in a big fucking circle. Where the hell is Fool Falls? Oh, in a completely different fucking area. Where am I? I'm over here, so I gotta go here and then through there. Do I have this? Game, please. Okay, unattuned. Oh, leave me alone. God, there are fucking fates everywhere around here. I'd like to help, but I'm on a ninja quest. Alright, so let's attune to this so I can come back just in case I need to. Do I need to keep going? For God's sake. I didn't mean to do that. That out the way. Oh, I gotta take a ferry. I was about to say, this place looks a bit too important. Then I noticed there's a fucking dungeon around here. Okay, what the hell's the... Is there seriously no ferry around here? Where's the fucking ferry? Yeah, ferry docks. I gotta go all the way around, don't I? Alright, cool. Awesome. Where the hell is my actual map? Here we go. Oh, the ferry is down here. Okay. I'm getting lost in new areas. Yeah, ferry me across. Oh, I'm not supposed to be up here. Geronimo! Ow. That's a huge fucking dragon. Aboro, are you sure we should be here? Until today, I knew this place only as letters on a map. Gazing upon it with my own eyes, it is even more beautiful and powerful than I could have imagined. Yes, this will serve us well. My people do not worship your deities, 12. Our gods are all around us, in the trees, in the soil, in the crashing waters before you. Close your eyes and open your heart to the sound of the rushing falls, that you might purge your mind of all worldly, there we go, thoughts and distractions. Jesus. Man, I was doing so well this entire stream and then just kind of fumbled there. God damn it. The techniques you have learned will serve you well in battle, but confuse the order of your mudra and you can just as easily turn victory into defeat. It is imperative that you keep a single focus of mind. So does that masters that brought their students to falls like this one for training since my ancestors' times. Who is the more foolish? The fool of Fool Falls? Or the fool who comes here without realizing he's been followed? Oh, it's that guy. Karasu. Now here's a curious scene. The dim one is accompanied today not by his swallow, but by a chirping horse bird chick who fancies himself a shinobi. The dim one is displeased. This after our hero postponed 2 assassinations to make this little journey. Could his friends not greet him with a smile and some crumpets? Or whatever it is Eorzeans take with their tea? The dim one ponders. How did our hero know to find him here? Yet the answer is plain as day. The dim one is a creature of habit and tradition. Where else would he bring his prized new pupil? Tradition. Our hero spits on tired tradition. No, for he is a shinobi of a different feather. Ever-changing, never predictable, but always, always in style. Those who cling too closely to tradition are bound to suffer the fate of their forebearers. Or are the lessons of the past so soon forgotten? Ready yourself, Jackson. It appears that your training today will be of a more practical sort. But of course, all you had to do was ask nicely. It'd be my pleasure to be your teacher for the day. Your first lesson, little chick. Raiton's lightning will strike a single foe, while Katon's flames will raise many. Wield them wisely. Or don't. It's only your life at stake. Ha ha ha, evil laughter. Oh, how generous is our hero, putting aside his killings and spyings to play mother hen to the horsebird chick. You will try to keep me entertained, won't you? Fight on! Oh, you're a slippery bastard, aren't you? Bro, this dude has more mechanics than any of the bosses I've fought in dungeons so far. Where are you going, you coward? Oh, he's just gone. Alright. E10 fireball. Hey, nice. I think that might be like the hardest thing playing Ninja, like especially the way I play, constantly changing jobs all the time. It's just like trying to remember like the combinations of Mudaras. Just finished reading the second volume of the Yokai Watch manga. It's peak. Of course you're reading the fucking Yokai Watch manga. Holy fuck, it's a lot darker than the anime and games. A Yokai legit tried to senpuku itself because it couldn't land a kick. Congrats, you have discovered that books tend to be way more edgy than TV shows do. But yeah, besides that, how you doing today, Damo? You fought well, Jackson. I, however, should have known to expect the traitor's attack. I was careless and put you in danger. It will not happen again. It appears that Karasu has taken an interest in you, and I fear this complicates some matters. Let us return to the docks. There is much I would tell you. Where is the... There we go. Yeah, closest place is the fucking flame port. There we are. But yeah, like, stuff like that is pretty common. Usually, like, comics and manga adaptations of things, like, they get more leeway to do, like, edgier stuff. Like, I was reading the fucking Power Rangers comics a while back, and boy, those that's a completely different fucking tone. Like Finster, that dude that creates the putties out of gel, out of clay, from the original Power Rangers. Yeah, he just creates like mind slaves that turn into like suicide bombers in the comic. Shit's wild. Yeah, I'm good. I'll be in and out though, because internet is fucked. Dude, I had a fucking power surge midstream. I know how you feel. I would tell you of a story of our past, a story of the traitor and why he must die at our hands. Growing up in the same village, I have known Karasu since we were both children. When we came of age, we began our training together under Master Gekai. From a young age, it was clear that Karasu possessed an innate talent for our art that few could rival. I spared no effort in my training, yet struggled to grasp techniques that he would master effortlessly. In his own way, he possesses a mind singularly devoid of wasteful thoughts. A mind seemingly unclouded by concepts such as right or wrong, good or evil. Despite this, deep down, I always thought of him as a brother. All that changed on that fateful day when Castle Doma fell to the Garleans. Someone had betrayed our homeland, sold our secrets to the enemy. Looking upon my friends as the bodies lay broken and bleeding, I saw a figure flee into the hills. It was Karasu. Were I younger, more naive, I might have pursued Karasu as he fled, in an attempt to reason with him. But it was clear that this man, this demon, was no longer one of us, if indeed he ever had been. Even Master Gekkai did not survive the slaughter. Did Karasu bear him some grudge, or was it merely a student's ugly pride? For our master's fate was the grisliest of all. His body mangled, his once proud face shattered beyond all recognition. I once held out hope that if I crossed blades with Karasu in battle, that I might understand something of what it was that made him do those horrible deeds. Yet each encounter only raises more questions. One thing is clear, however. Karasu could have killed us back at Fool Falls had he seen fit, and yet chose not to. It was as if he were testing us. Testing you. Needless to say, this does not change our mission. For his crimes against Doma, Karasu must pay with his life. And yet, his thorough knowledge of us and our art has put Tsubame and I at a grave disadvantage. But you, Jaxic, your thoughts, your movements are still unfamiliar to him. Yes, your presence might just serve to break his focus and afford us an opening. Yet to accomplish this, you must become stronger still. Promise me that you will not let up in your training. Yay, we did it! Alright, so what's next? 35, 35. Do I have any in 34? Conjurer, okay. So I know I still haven't gotten the actual, job yet for this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, continue with the main quest until I hit level 35 with Conjurer. Then we'll go back and... Do you fucking mind? Then we'll go back and get, is it White Mage for Conjurer? Fuck off. Just let me walk, please. Yeah, right. Cause yeah, I got a lot of these jobs past level 30 when I was just testing them out just to reacclimate myself with the controls over the weekend. So I'm a little behind. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Wait, what? We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... No one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. Alright, dude. I wish to thank Shimani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If I placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shimani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. Hope to one day do the same. I was not expecting that random guy to have, way more, of a dark, sad backstory than a lot of the characters I've seen already. Oh, it's down here. Oh, jeez, I just noticed the time. Fuck. Oh, time fucking flew by. It feels like I barely even did anything. Oh, guess I'll hand this in and that'll be it for today. Guess we'll have to wait to become a white mage next week. Shit. It's been some time, Jaxic. What news do you have of Drest? He seems to be fine. Well, all things considered. Like, dude's crazy, but he seems fine. Ah, yes. I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I. Two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Jaxic. Ta-da! Alright. Bum. Alright, it's time to log out. There we go. And that is gonna be it for our return to Final Fantasy XIV for now. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for the return of a long dead playthrough. Fucking hell. 15 months. The only reason I'm back because of work. Bullshit. But I'm not gonna lie. I really did enjoy my time coming back to Final Fantasy XIV. It was really nice. I actually really miss playing MMOs. I really do. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Usually I'd have a stream, but I have some, like, life stuff I gotta do, which is getting in the way, annoyingly. I have another appointment. But, the next stream will be on Thursday. Yeah, it will be more Clone Hero. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys on Thursday for more Clone Hero. Ciao.